How's it going, Jack Tackers, and welcome back to another video for you guys. Today I am going to be ranking all 94 2020 released films I've seen from worst to best. But first I want to remind you guys to ask me questions for my 1K sub Q&A. I'll make sure to say something about it in the pinned comment below too. So please, if you have any questions, make sure to ask. Anyways, 94 movies is quite a lot to rank, so I'll try to get through this as quick as possible because, well, I don't want this video to end up being an hour long. Okay, let's begin. At number 94, I have Holidate. There's not much to say other than this is awful. 93, The Platform. I know a lot of people liked this one, however, I just found it to be pretty grotesque, and not for me, I guess. 92, Fantasy Island. This is just flat out poorly written and executed. 91, kinda controversial, but The Five Bloods. Probably gonna get some hate for putting this low, but I don't know. It's a very respectable film, however I found the majority relatively uninteresting, and not my thing. 90, On the Rocks. Bill Murray's cool, but the story's bad. 89, Puka Lives. Definitely takes the potential the first movie had and crushes it. 88, Guns Akimbo. I simply didn't care much for this movie. There's some decent action, but most of the film I couldn't get into. 87, Big Time Adolescence. Some people like this movie, I however mostly dislike coming of age stories, so I found this film to be a drag. 86, Artemis Fowl. Okay, the only reason this movie is this high is because it can sometimes be unintentionally funny by just being so bad. 85, Dolittle. This movie's too cringe for my liking. 84, Brahms the Boy 2. Such an underwhelming sequel. There is some intrigue to the story, but mostly it just falls flat. 83, Emma. This movie, it's just boring. 82, The Banker. I really liked Anthony Mackie and Samuel L. Jackson in this, but the pacing is abysmal. 81, Enola Holmes. I'm not sure why I watched this. It wasn't too good apart from the cast. 80, Like a Boss. It's kind of fun. However, it's also pretty cringe. 79, Extraction. Why did this movie gain so much attention? It's a wannabe John Wick. It's pretty bad. 78, First Cow. Unfortunately, this film is muddled with annoying A24 tropes. 77, Stargirl. Solid cast, but I didn't care for the plot. 76, The Postcard Killings. One of the most forgettable movies of the year, however, Jeffrey Dean Morgan is awesome. 75, The Last Thing He Wanted. All around just didn't work as a film. The cast was good, but even that couldn't save the film. 74, The Turning. Boring, but not garbage. It has some unintentionally funny moments at least. 73, Horse Girl. This movie was weird. 72, Becky. Kevin James was cool. There's some fun to be had. It's just not amazing. 71, The Tax Collector. It was okay, I just feel like it has some poor execution. 70, Greyhound. Unfortunately, Tom Hanks' writing for this movie wasn't all too good. There are some decent moments in here, but there's a lack of storytelling and character development. 69, The Croods: A New Age. First half is okay, then it kind of becomes dumb. 68, Trolls World Tour. I think this movie hypnotized me. 67, I Still Believe. It has a forced message, but it also has some decent moments. 66, Superintelligence. It's okay. Just suffers a little bit from crippling cringe. 65, Rebecca. Not bad, just somewhat dull. 64, Buffaloed. 63, Underwater. Definitely has some suspenseful moments, I just didn't care about any of the characters really. 62, The Gentleman. The song Cumberland Gap they play at the beginning was kind of phenomenal. 61, The Hunt. I had fun with this, I just didn't care for some of the humor. It's satire, I get it. I just didn't find it funny. 60, Superman Red Sun. Could have been better, but not all too bad. 59, Crawlers. It's fun, until you realize it's actually just kind of meh. 58, Black Bear. Very confusing, but also low-key cinema. I don't know. 57, Birds of Prey. Ewan McGregor's awesome in this, I just didn't really like the vibe of this movie. Ugh. 56, Scoob. I liked elements of this, I just think there's some poor execution going on, unfortunately. 55, The Witches. Kinda disappointing, but still enjoyable enough. 54, Bloodshot. Wait. What the fuck happened in this movie? 53, Mulan. I found some moments in this to be alright, but I also feel like it kinda lacks everything the original animated film had. 52, The Photograph. A pretty acceptable movie. Didn't do anything amazing, it's just kinda there. 51, Bad Boys for Life. It's fun, it feels genuine, not all too bad. 50, We Can Be Heroes. Okay, it feels super nostalgic, and that's pretty much the only reason why I have this movie this high. 49, Project Power. Pretty solid movie, I liked the story, however there are a few dull moments in here. 48, The Lodge. This movie's actually relatively unsatisfying, but I think the setting and tone saves it. 47, Uncorked. Decent flick, I liked it. 46, Beastie Boys Story. Solid, but gets a little uninteresting after a while. Great music though. I mean, well, obviously. 45, Mank. This was good, I just felt a little bored. 44, Hillbilly Elegy. I'm not sure why people dislike this one so much. I thought it was solid. It's nothing amazing, but definitely not as bad as people have been saying it is. I don't know, perhaps I feel as though this film's underrated. 43, Downhill. The story structure is very odd, however I kinda liked it. 42, The Rental. Dave Franco can direct. 41, Chemical Hearts. I like this, I wish more people saw it. Lily Reinhart was super good. 40, Mortal Kombat Legends Scorpion's Revenge. I'm not like the biggest Mortal Kombat fan, but I still enjoyed it enough. 39, VFW. I like movies that largely take place in one location, and this movie was fun for the most part. 38, Superman, Man of Tomorrow. This was alright. I'm interested to see where they take this new rebooted version of the DC animated universe. 37, Fat Man. A very stupidly fun movie. 36, Palm Springs. This movie's a vibe for sure, however, I don't think it's as incredible as some people have been saying. It's definitely good though. 35, Bad Education. Hugh Jackman was great as always, and I thought the plot wasn't too bad either. A decent movie. 34, Coffee and Kareem. Yeah, I know people hated this, but I kinda liked it. I thought it was fun. 33, Phineas and Ferb the movie, Candace Against the Universe. It's good, but not as good as the TV show. This movie just seems pointless ultimately, however, I was still nonetheless entertained by it. 32, The New Mutants. Definitely not worth the wait, but not necessarily bad. I thought this had some intrigue to it. 31, Another Round. It has a solid story, however, it just needed a tad more substance. 30, Tremors Shrieker Island. This movie felt pretty generic up until the end, and if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. What the hell? 29, Borat's subsequent movie film. It's decent, but not as good as the original film. 28, The Devil All the Time. A very interesting movie that definitely keeps you on the edge of your seat. I liked it. 27, Onward. Good, just not great for Pixar standards, in my opinion. 26, Timmy Failure, Mistakes Were Made. This movie's kind of underrated. I thought it was cute, come on guys. 25, The Call of the Wild. Yeah. The CGI dog really sucks, but I still thought this movie was a little looked over. The story and cinematography were fairly decent. 24, Vivarium. An absolutely bonkers movie, but also pretty damn good. 23, Lovebirds. Okay, I was really looking forward to this movie, and I actually was slightly disappointed by it, but I still had a good time. 22, Bill and Ted Face the Music. Well, this is just a fun movie. 21, Wonder Woman 1984. This was a little clunky, but for the most part pretty good. It's unfortunate a lot of people are review bombing this movie for no reason. Make your own opinion. 20, The Wrong Missy. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I thought this was hilarious. 19, Robin's Wish. Super sad, yet super good and powerful. 18, Elephant. I like elephants. 17, The Invisible Man. For the most part, really well executed. However, I do think the twist confused me a little because I am pretty stupid, but I still enjoyed the film. 16, Antebellum. The second act is kind of awful, but the rest is basically cinema. 15, the SpongeBob movie Sponge on the Run. This was just a sweet film. I liked it. 14, Soul. It's definitely good, but slightly overhyped if I'm being completely honest. Some people were saying this was like the best Pixar film of all time. What planet are you living on? 13, An American Pickle. Another underrated movie in my opinion. I don't even like Seth Rogen, and I found this film to be quite good. 12, The One and Only Ivan. Bryan Cranston is God. Also, this movie is just super wholesome. 11, Bad Trip. Super funny. I just had a great time watching this. And now we get into the top 10. 10, Eurovision Song Contest, The Story of Fire Saga. The songs in this are incredible, actually. I don't know, I kind of love this movie. 9, Sonic the Hedgehog. Cinema, am I right, lads? 8, Justice League Dark Apocalypse War. Surprisingly good. It was super epic. It felt like the DC Universe's version of Avengers Endgame. 7, Tenet. Not the best Christopher Nolan film, but still very good. I thought it was dope. 6, Wolfwalkers. Very beautiful animation with a pretty beautiful story too. My favorite animated film of the year. 5, The King of Staten Island. I didn't expect to like this movie as much as I did, but well, here we are. 4, Spree. If you haven't seen this movie, please, 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 please watch it. Joe Keery was incredible in this role. 3, The Way Back. Very impactful. I loved it. 2, Hubie Halloween. No, I'm not joking. This is cinema. And my favorite film of the year is a movie I've seen pretty recently, actually. My Octopus Teacher. Very, very, very good documentary. Please watch it if you haven't. It's on Netflix. It's really incredible. Anyways, guys, that's all 94 movies I have seen ranked. So, yeah, let me hear your favorite movies of 2020. Rank them if you can. Give me your top 10, whatever. Just let me know, because I'm interested to see what you guys saw this year, because it was one hell of a ride. But if you guys like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. Make sure to ask me a question for my 1K subs Q&A. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Here's to the new year. Boop.